Hi, I'm Jared Butler. Just really excited to be here. My journey has come to Utah, so it's a great chapter of my life, and I just can't wait to get to know you guys. I feel like I'm going to be talking to y'all a lot, and yeah, just excited to be here.
Go ahead and open it up. You guys want to raise your hand if you guys have questions? We'll start there.
Hey, I'm Andy Larson from the Salt Lake Tribune. Good to meet you. Just can you tell us about kind of how this process unfolded from your point of view, and especially with the Jazz, kind of when you knew they were interested in you, and kind of when did they talk to you on draft night, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's really a lot to explain. I mean, obviously, I played at Baylor University. The Jazz has some great ties with Baylor, and I knew some guys in the front office just from knowing guys. But I think through the draft process, I knew they had some interest, but they were at 30, and they kind of didn't think that I was going to get to 30. But I'm here now, so that's just about it. And on draft night, it was a rough night for me, but I think then when the Jazz called me, it was just extremely thankful, and this is where I'm supposed to be, and I'm just honored for sure.
Tony, my name is Tony Jones from the Athletic. Can you go into a little bit more detail, just about the night, the emotions of the night, knowing that you're a guy that probably has, teams valuing the team certainly, in the middle of the first round, and the slide all the way to 40 because it's stuff that's largely out of your control.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts there, and how do you deal with it, and how do you process stuff like that?
Yeah, I have a faith, obviously, and sometimes when you have faith, you don't know all the answers. You don't know all the ins and outs and how things are going to work. But for me, I just tried my hardest to have faith and that the Lord was going to direct me where I needed to go. And you can ask my parents. It was really hard, really tough, because like you said, it was something out of my control, and I can't change who I am physically. That's kind of hard, but like I said, at the end of the day, I think this is where I'm supposed to be, and I'm just so excited.
Hi, Jared. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm Eric Walden. I work with Andy at the Salt Lake Tribune.
Nice.
Can you take us through, I think a lot of people have never heard of the fit-to-play situation before. Can you kind of take us through the process of getting medically cleared by the NBA? Was that
It's
the heart condition, the knee condition, both?
Yeah, I won't go into specifics about the condition or whatever.
Right,
yeah.
I'm not asking you to reveal anything.
Yeah.
So just kind of take us through what that process was like.
Yeah, so it's pretty simple. They, whatever the field of interest is, they get three doctors, one from the NBA, one from the NBA Players Association, and then those two doctors collaborate on getting a third doctor to make it a three-person panel. And I got a chance to speak before the panel, and me and my agent and some other representatives that I wanted to kind of like state my case and give my last remarks about, this is why you should let me, whatever. And and they deliberated and talked through it, and they ultimately came to the decision.
I'm Ryan Miller from KSL. What do you like about your fit coming here?
Yeah, I like how they shoot a lot of threes. Obviously at Baylor, we shot a lot of threes too, catch and shoot, off the dribble, pick and roll. So yeah, I'm extremely excited about that, and I feel like the culture here is also something that I can really adjust to, and just really great people, honestly, and that's what I'm about, and just trying to be a fit and build up a culture that's inspiration to other people.
Ben Anderson, KSL Sports. You said you know the Lindseys, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Have you met Quin Snyder yet? Have you talked to him? And who else do you know from the team, if at all?
Yeah, Coach Quin was the first person to call me actually on draft night, and he was pretty emotional, understood my story, and relayed to me that he was just like extremely happy that I got to 40, and you could just tell that he drafted me as a person and wanted me for who I am as a person, and not just basketball skills. So that was really comforting for me, and Jake and Mr. Dennis Lindsey is also some people that I know very, very well, and they've been extremely part of my life. So yeah.
Sarah Todd from the Desert News.
do you know whether or not you're going to be playing in summer league yet? Have you had talks about that with the guys involved?
Yeah, it's kind of still into debate, but I'm healthy enough to play. But yeah.
Any more questions in the room? Go ahead, sir.
The prospect of playing with guys like Donovan Mitchell, Lindsey, like you said, and I mean, just some very veteran guys, Mike Conley, possibly.
Yeah.
And what's that like knowing that those are the guys that you could be possibly learning from your first season?
It's like a gold mine for me, just because the level at where they're at in their career and what they're doing is something that I want to do. So like, I have no problem being like, Mike, like, how do I get there? How do I be this guy? How do I be like you type thing? And so it's like a gold mine for me. And I'm humble enough to realize my role. And but I think at the same time I can make huge contributions to winning. And that's what I'm all about.
Just what do you want Jazz fans to kind of know about yourself off the court? What are you like? What are your hobbies? I mean, kind of what are you like besides on the court?
Yeah, pretty cool guy. Pretty, yeah. I love going to eat with people, like literally just going to eat and having genuine conversations. I like going to the lake sometimes, being on the boat. That's kind of nice. But yeah, I like to smile, laugh. Pretty genuine and personable person. Can talk to anybody, and yeah, that's about it.
When at Baylor and throughout your college career, when you were somebody that played the point and played the two, how important is that positional versatility for you, and how important do you think it's been for your development to get to this point?
Yeah, it's been huge my whole life. I can remember being fourth grade playing on and off the ball, and I didn't know at the time, but it was preparing me for the league and how it is right now with guys who, not just because you bring the ball to the court doesn't mean you're not coming off a ball screen, things like that. So I've been prepared for it my whole life, and it's definitely something that I think is going to come to my advantage and allow me to get on the court quicker because I'm not confined to one position.
When did you go back to school after your sophomore year?
Why?
Yeah, you probably did undrafted last
Yeah, for sure. I just think from the council of the people around me, they said I could be, a first-round pick. That didn't happen, but also our team was going to be really good. We had a chance to win a national championship. We had a chance to just win the Big 12. So that was other reasons too.
What did you learn from that?
When did I learn?
Yeah, just from going back.
A lot of stuff, especially about just me as a person, handling adversity, how to win at the highest level, playing with guys who are also at a high level, and NBA players as well. And then also building a culture and like having it as your own. You know what I mean? It's a hard thing to do, especially as like college kids, and you're trying to get the nation to be on notice of what you're doing, and that's something that we did.
Any more questions in the room? You guys all good? Okay, we'll move over to Zoom now. Go ahead, Danny.
You said look straight, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Great, yeah, so if you're in the Zoom room, please raise your hand if you have a question for Jared. We'll start with Dana Green, ABC4.
Hey, Jared. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
We're good? Okay, cool. Hey, I just want to know what that experience of winning a national championship was like for you, and how much, playing in such a big-time environment like the Final Four, how does that prepare you for your first year in the NBA?
Yeah, it's extreme stage. I mean, like it's a kid's dream. Anybody that plays college, they want to win a national championship. And for me, it was just like the relationships I built with the team. It's like it's gonna last a lifetime. And to cap it off with that moment, and working so hard and not knowing whether or not you're gonna win. It's just something so fulfilling. But I think it's more so the relationships I built, and not so much the championship. Because at the end of the day, it's just a game. But the people we inspired was like really cool.
Great, next we'll go to Nio Campbell, UtahJazz.com.
Hi, Jared. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So as a rookie, what impact do you want to have both on the court and off the court?
I think on the court, I don't want to be a liability. I don't want you to know that I'm a rookie. I want you to think that as if I've been playing in the league for 6 or 7 years. and also just I don't stick out, so that's kind of the same thing. But like you don't say like, oh, this guy, like, is this guy a rookie? That's kind of like my thing on the court, and I think off the court, adding to the culture and not making a negative impact, being a positive impact to the culture of the team and what the organization is about, and being about the right things. That's kind of what I'm trying to do on and off the court.
And then Dana, did you have a follow-up for Jared?
Yeah, I just wanted to know, Jared, did you have any experience with Salt Lake City or with Utah before you got here? Or what are your thoughts of Salt Lake now that you've been here for a little bit?
Yeah, so we played an NCAA tournament game here in Salt Lake, and we actually got a chance to practice in the facility, so that was pretty cool. But other than that was my only experience beforehand. But today, the mountains are cool, the scenery, I don't think it can ever get old, and the weather's nice. I'm from New Orleans, so it's hot, and you're sweating as soon as you get outside. But here, it's just a nice little breeze, so that's about it.
All right, that's all the questions we have. Thank you so much.
Good.